Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good night, everyone. First of all, let us praise and thanks the presence of Allah Ta'ala for the abundance of grace and joy of will can still gather in this place. In this place, we not any burdens. We not any burdens at all, and in good healthy, not forgetting the salawat and greeting we pour out to the Prophet Muhammad, who has brought us out of the dark ages to the era of bright light today. On this occasion, introduce my name. My name is Suci Triana Putri Pbi4c. I am from English Education Department 4C, Institute Islamic Bukit Tinggi. And allow me give a speech titled My Future Career as Teacher. Okay, let's start the topic. Teacher is educator and instructor in early childhood education, through school formal education, basic education, and secondary education. Anyone who teaches something new can also be considered a teacher. As a prospective teacher or even who has become a teacher, it is very helpful for a teacher to know the difference in the mindset of their student and about their daily interaction and the behavior of their student when they sit on school. The benefit of being a teacher can provide motivation to children at the age requirements, grade their requirements, can provide and listen about in-depth moral, provide encouragement to the student who, in our opinion, is less able to interaction with others and can understand student well. How to be a good teacher? Be a good teacher must master the subject material being taught. The way to teach is always different and discipline and take responsibility. Schooling is a way to be a good teacher and love my student educate with him and inspiring, friendly, and always smiling. A teacher is leader, the way of thinking, mental attitude, and behavior that is reflect in daily life in front of and outside the classroom. Become an example for children in their care and present who cannot let himself is impossible to be a good teacher. This paper does not intend to be patronizing at all, just to remind on another that a teacher is a figure who should be emulate his behavior. Lucky there are still enough teachers who should be a role model, but there are still many who stand as interaction. Hopefully, in the future, a very who stand teach in front of the class is a teacher. Teacher must be patient and must be rigid. Not very student quickly. It must be remember many things can help in a class that cannot always be controlled, so teacher must have a stock of 2 or even 3 truck hosts of patent. As teacher, where someone who is a teacher is considered of teacher a particular field of knowledge to their student. As an educator, we are teacher is able to direct and set an example for student, so the child follow the norms and rules the apply in society. As a mentor, we are a teacher is able to a student to stay on the goal. All students stay on the right track for teaching and learning activities take place in the formal and non-formal paths. Why we are to be teacher? Love for children is one of the reasons for choosing to be a teacher for some people. Working as teacher is not just talking about salary, but must then that teacher have a very important defending and giving birth to an intelligent young generation. Even being a teacher was difficult. Many of the challenges faced being a teacher. For example, such as when a student faces the teacher and the teacher cannot control his or her emotion, then the teacher must patently educate his student. If you want to be a teacher that is liked by his student, the teacher must be able to master the class and always be kind to his student. Teacher very happy with student and holding them in providing learning because it is so that the student don't get bored. And being a teacher is a promising and noble profession. The summary of speech is work. The summary of speech is working a teacher is not just talking about salary and a teacher not only teach such to his student but also educate them. Being teacher don't just want to be a person we hear his word, but also be willing to listen to difficult faced by students. Even being a teacher was difficult. Many of the challenges faced being a teacher, for example, such as when a student fights the teacher and the teacher cannot control his or her emotion, then the teacher must patently education his student. If you want to be a teacher that is liked by his student, the teacher must be able to master the class and always be kind to his student. Teacher very happy with student and holding them in providing learning because it is so that the student don't get bored. And being a teacher is a promising and most noble profession. So my speech about my future career as teacher from me, let's take of the good teacher and professional teacher and humble teacher, and care student. That's all speech from me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.